Humf!
Humf's new word.
One day, Humf was reading himself a story.
And the little green bus went back to the bus garage and went to sleep.
Humf had heard some of his books so many times that he knew all the words in them. But in some books he didn't know any words at all.
A mouse?
But Humf didn't mind. He liked looking at the pictures. And he also liked his mum or dad to read to him. Dad was working on the computer.
Hello, Humf.
Hello, Dad. Can you read me a story?
Actually, Humf, I'm a little busy right now. I have some work to finish on the computer.
Humf looked at the computer. There were lots of words on the screen.
Dad, what does that say?
That says End of Year Summary.
Oh,
Humf didn't know what an end-of-year summary was, but it didn't sound very interesting.
can I do some work on the computer?
OK, but just a little bit. Off you go.
Humf put his finger on a key and made a lot of letters in a row. Then he made lots of different letters together.
What does that say?
That says Coo-goo, coo-joo, lads flad, pibble, gabooshu.
That's a funny word. Read it again.
Coo-goo, coo, joo, lads flad, pipple, gabooshu. I've never seen that word before, but I'm afraid I do actually need to do some work now, Humf.
Humf still wanted someone to read him a story, so he went to find his mum.
Hello, Humf.
Hello, Mum. Are you busy?
No, I was just looking at a magazine.
Humf looked at the magazine too. There were lots of words on the pages.
What does that say?
That says half-price sale.
Oh,
Humf didn't know what a half-price sale was, but it didn't sound very interesting.
can you read me a story?
OK.
So Mum read Humf a story.
Ellie was a mouse and she lived under the floor of Mrs. Trilby's house at number 21 Wrigley
It was
Road.
much more interesting than the magazine or the computer.
To play. And then Ellie the mouse and Mrs. Trilby shared one last cheese sandwich and went to bed.
Can you read me another story?
Actually, I need to go to the supermarket, Humf. Would you like to come with me?
Yes, actually.
Humf didn't know what the word actually meant, but it did sound very interesting.
Actually. Mum, what does actually mean?
Actually means really. Like if you really want to do something, you might say, actually, I want to go to the park.
Actually, I do want to go to the park.
But we have to go to the supermarket, actually.
Actually,
Humf liked his new word. He tried using it at the supermarket.
actually, can I push a trolley? Actually, can we get the cereal, please?
OK.
Actually, I want to ride in the trolley.
Humf tried using his new word on the way home too.
Actually, Mum, can we go to the park now?
OK.
Actually, I think I have sand in my fur. Me too, actually.
In fact, Humf tried using his new word everywhere.
Actually, can I put my boats in the bath? Actually, can I have some milk, please, Mum?
Humf, where are you? It's time to brush your teeth.
I'm actually hiding.
I found you.
And then it was time to go to bed.
I think Humf learned a new word today, actually.
Actually, I learned a new word today too. Coo-goo-coo, Julad's flap, pibble-gabooshu.
That's a funny word.
That's the word I made on the computer.
Oh, you are clever. Good night, Humf.
Good night.
Good night, actually.
Humf liked his new word. He wondered if he'd learn another new word tomorrow.
Actually.
Everybody sing Humf.
Loon's new handbag.
One day, Loon came around to play with Humf.
Hello, Loon.
Hi, Humf. I've got a new handbag. Look, it matches.
I like pink.
It's for carrying my important things. Do you want to see?
Yes.
This is my tiara.
Oh,
And this is my helicopter. And this is my strawberry-scented pen. Smell.
it tickles.
It smells of strawberries.
Your helicopter smells like strawberries too.
Does it?
I wish I had a bag like you. Dad, can I have a bag like Loon for my important things?
You do have a bag, Humf. You have a rucksack that looks like a cow.
Dad went into Humf's room and helped Humf find his rucksack.
It does look like a cow.
I told you. Here, put your arm in here.
Look, Loon, I have a cow bag.
That's a rucksack.
I'm going to put some important things in it like you.
Humf took his rucksack off again. But it wasn't easy.
A handbag is much easier than a rucksack.
I like my rucksack.
Then Humf found some important things to put in his rucksack. He chose a book about dinosaurs, a fire engine, and a fluffy ball.
Now I have important things in my bag too.
Humf and Loon walked around the house carrying their important things with them.
Hello, Dad.
I wish we had somewhere else to go with our new bags.
OK, well, we do need to go to the shops for a few things. We need some milk.
But milk comes from cows.
My cow doesn't have any milk.
First, they went to the supermarket to get some milk.
Is there a cow at the supermarket?
Don't be silly.
You never know.
Humf and Loon looked all around the supermarket, but they couldn't see a cow anywhere. Dad found some milk, though. And Loon let the man at the checkout smell her strawberry-scented pen.
Lovely.
Then Dad had to go to the bank. Dad had to wait in line to see the lady behind the window. But Humf and Loon didn't mind. Humf just played with his fire engine, and Loon looked at the book about dinosaurs. On the way home, Dad took Humf and Loon to play in the park, which was much more fun than the bank.
Eek! My bag, my bag.
Loon's new handbag was gone.
Oh, dear.
Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the playground.
It's not by the swings.
It's not under the slide.
But they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere. So they all went back to the supermarket. Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the supermarket, but they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere. And they couldn't see a cow either. So they all went back to the bank. Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the bank, but they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere.
Loon's bag!
My bag, my bag.
Excuse me.
Humf's dad asked the lady behind the window and she gave Loon's new handbag back.
Here you go, Loon. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to smell my pen? It smells like strawberries.
Oh, yes, it does. Then Humf and Loon and Humf's dad all went home together. And Loon wore her tiara and carried her new handbag. And Humf carried his rucksack on his back.
It's good to have a rucksack because it stays on your back and you don't ever leave it behind. Everybody sing Humf! Uncle Harry's restaurant.
One night, Humf's mum and dad were getting ready to go out, and Uncle Harry was coming to babysit.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Uncle Harry.
Hello, Humf.
Mum and Dad were ready to go out.
Good night, Humf. Mwah. Uncle Harry will give you your supper and put you to bed, OK?
Good night, Humf. Look after Uncle Harry.
OK, good night. What are you going to make for supper, Uncle Harry?
I'm not going to cook. We're going to go out too, to a restaurant.
Oh,
Humf was very excited. He'd never been to a restaurant before.
Here we are.
yay!
The restaurant was very big. Humf had never seen so many tables before. Uncle Harry followed a woman to a table. And the woman brought Humf a special chair to sit in. Then Uncle Harry looked at a little book. Humf had a little book too.
See anything you like?
Humf looked at the little book, but all he could see was lots of writing and a picture of a man in a big white hat.
They have sausages and chicken and spaghetti.
Biscotti. Biscotti is my favourite.
OK, Humf. Spaghetti it is.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, we are. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
So Uncle Harry told the woman that Humf would like spaghetti.
I'm hungry.
Sorry, Humf, but we have to wait for the man in the big white hat to cook it.
Humf waited and waited. It took a very, very, very long time. But Uncle Harry was always funny to be with. Then at last the woman came back with a big plate of spaghetti for Humf and a plate of something different for Uncle Hairy. Humf looked at the spaghetti, but it didn't look like the spaghetti he had at home. And it didn't smell like the spaghetti he had at home. It didn't even feel like the spaghetti he had at home.
I don't like this spaghetti.
But you haven't even tasted it, Humf. It's really good. You should take a taste.
I don't like it.
Just try a little bit, Humf. A tiny little taste.
Humf took a very, very, very tiny taste with the tip of his tongue, but
No.
What about garlic bread? Garlic bread is yummy.
Humf took a very, very, very tiny taste with the tip of his tongue, but
No, I don't like it.
Oh, well. Why don't we swap? You can have my dinner and I'll eat your spaghetti.
Humf looked at Uncle Hairy's dinner. He'd never seen a dinner that looked like that before. He didn't even know what it was.
I don't like it.
What about applesauce? I know you like apples.
Humf looked at the apple sauce. It didn't look like apples. It didn't really smell like apples, but he took a very, very, very tiny taste with the tip of his tongue.
I like applesauce.
See? I knew you would.
So Uncle Hairy swapped plates with Humf. And Humf had apple sauce and peas and potatoes and chicken stuffed with mushrooms. And Uncle Hairy had spaghetti and garlic bread. And peas and potatoes and chicken stuffed with mushrooms. But no apple sauce. Because Humf had eaten every last bite.
Oops, pardon.
It was very late when they got home again, and Humf was asleep on Uncle Hairy's shoulders. Uncle Hairy put him to bed, and he didn't even wake up. He didn't hear Mum and Dad coming home either. But he did feel Mum kissing him.
Mum, I like applesauce.
You do?
But before Humf could say any more, he was fast asleep.
Good night, Humf.
Everybody sing Humf. Humf puts it in the bin.
One day, Humf's mum bought Humf a new bucket at the supermarket. It was a special bucket for making sandcastles, and it looked just like an upside-down castle. On the way home, Humf's mum took him to the park so he could try it out. Loon was in the park with her mum too.
Hi, Humf. Hello, Loon. I've got a new bucket for making sandcastles.
Oh,
Humf and Loon went to the sandpit to make a sandcastle using Humf's new bucket.
Ready? Oh,
But it wasn't easy.
there's something on the bottom of my new bucket.
that's a sticker from the shop. You can take it off if you want to.
Humf tried to take the sticker off the bucket, but it wasn't easy.
It's a very good sticker.
Then stick it on something else.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Look, Mum, I've got a sticker.
Lovely.
What does it say?
It says you cost 49 pence.
Humf and Loon went back to make another sandcastle.
Somebody might buy you, Humf, like in a shop.
But Humf didn't think he wanted somebody to buy him. So he decided to take the sticker off again. Ooh, but it wasn't easy.
Humf, that's litter.
That's not litter. That's my sticker.
If it's on the ground, it makes it litter. You have to put it in the bin.
OK.
Humf picked up the sticker again and put it in the bin. And Loon found a paper cup.
This is litter too.
Is that newspaper litter?
Yes, that's litter.
I'm going to put it in the bin. Oh,
Humf liked putting things in the bin.
can a banana skin be litter?
Yes, but it's very yucky.
Humf! Don't pick that up, it's dirty.
But it's litter. I want to put it in the bin.
I'll do it, Humf.
Humf's mum used a tissue to pick up the yucky banana skin and put it in the bin.
It's very good to put litter in the bin, but you can't pick up everything you find in the park.
Oh,
I think maybe it's time to go home now.
I think it's time to go home too.
So they all started to go home together.
oh,
And then Humf remembered about his new bucket shaped like a castle, and he ran back to the sandpit to get it. Later at home, Humf found a newspaper on the floor. Newspapers on the floor were litter too. And it wasn't yucky. So Humf put it in the bin. Humf liked to put things in the bin.
Lunchtime, Humf. Lunchtime, Dad.
After lunch, Humf helped his mum clear up by putting the crumbs in the bin too. And he put the milk bottle in the recycling.
Thank you, Humf.
And then Humf went to play with his toys. But his dad was looking for something.
Have you seen my newspaper? I thought I left it on the sofa.
I know where it is. I put it in the bin.
But I was still reading that.
Humf's dad looked in the bin, but the bin was empty.
There's nothing in the bin.
I was just about to take the rubbish out.
Humf's mum opened the bag of rubbish and Humf's dad found his newspaper again. But it looked a little yucky now.
Oh. Well, at least the page I want is still clean.
What about the other bit?
You can put that bit in the bin if you like, Humf.
Actually, Humf, newspapers should go in the recycling.
Humf's dad liked to write the letters in the little boxes in the newspaper. And Humf liked putting things in the bin and in the recycling.
Everybody sing Humf! Fireman Wallace.
One day, Humf was waiting for his mum to take him upstairs to play with Wallace. Sometimes Mum took a long time to get ready. First, she was washing dishes. And then she wanted to brush her fur.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then she had to make a quick phone call.
Blah, 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 blah.
Humf could hear Wallace upstairs playing without him. He he was playing a running around game. Wallace liked running around games a lot.
OK, Humf. Are you ready to go upstairs to see Wallace now?
OK.
Humf's mum took Humf upstairs to see Wallace.
Whoosh! You're wet now.
Are you being an elephant?
No, I'm being a fireman.
Blah, 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 blah.
Nino, Nino, Nino. Firemen have hoses for squirting, like this. Whoosh!
I think Wallace wants to be a fireman when he grows up.
No, I don't. I want to be a fireman now. Whoosh!
Wallace had a big fire engine. It had a ladder that went up and a hose that you could pull out and wind up again. Wallace liked his fire engine a lot.
Nino, Nino, Nino. Fire engines are very loud.
I'm going to be a fireman too.
I don't have any more fireman hats.
That's OK. I can be a cowboy fireman.
So Wallace and Humf played fireman and cowboy fireman together.
Woo, woo.
Whoosh!
And they took turns pushing the fire engine.
Nino, Nino, Nino.
Ha-ha! Whoosh, whoosh.
Nino, Nino. Pretend there's a fire up there.
Yes, there's a fire up there. I have to go up and put it out.
Be careful, Wallace. You could fall off and get hurt.
But I'm being a fireman.
Even firemen are not allowed to climb on the kitchen table.
Come on, Humf. Let's put out a different fire.
So Wallace and Humf went to put out a different fire.
Nino, Nino. Nino, Nino, Nino. Woo-hoo. This can make a better fire engine for me. Help me climb up. Push me, push me.
OK.
Nino, Nino, Nino.
But something had got in the way and Wallace fell off the chair.
Ow.
Be careful, Wallace. You're going to get hurt.
I'm not hurt. I'm a fireman. Nino, Nino. Woo-hoo.
Even firemen need to be careful.
Pretend this is a fire station.
Yes, this is the fire station.
This is where the firemen go to sleep.
Yes, yes, go to sleep.
So Fireman Wallace and cowboy fireman Humf went to sleep at the fire station. But then...
Ring, ring, ring. That's the alarm. Quick, put out the fire, Humf.
So Humf got up to put out the fire and he carefully climbed down from the bed.
That's not the way firemen get down. They slide down the pole like this. Ow! Ow, ow, ow!
Wallace had hurt himself.
Wallace, what have you done now? Oh, dear. Let me take a look at you.
Ow, Daddy, that hurts.
I think we ought to let the doctor have a look at that foot, Wallace. I have to take Wallace to the doctor. Sorry. He's hurt his foot.
So Humf had to go home again and Wallace's dad took Wallace to the doctor. And Humf wondered if Wallace went in an ambulance to see the doctor and whether it went nee-naw, nee-naw. Humf was sad that Wallace had hurt himself, and he was also sad that he had to play by himself.
Where's the little elephant gone now?
But later, Humf heard Wallace upstairs again. He had come back from the doctor and he was playing a thumping game.
It sounds like Wallace is home.
Can we go to see him?
I think that would be very nice.
So Humf's mum took Humf up to see Wallace.
Look who's come to see you, Wallace.
I like the big thing on your leg. Is that for your thumping game?
It's a boot. It means I got sprained.
Wallace sprained his ankle. He has to wear the boot for a few days until it's better. He has to rest and take it easy.
Come on, Humf. Let's play fire engines.
But resting was not very easy for Wallace.
Nino, Nino, Nino. Ow!
Be careful, Wallace.
Nino, Nino, Nino.
And Humf wondered if he might have to wear the boot for a very long time.